Today we're going to be taking a look at the Bugout trauma shears. Everybody, welcome back to the channel. Alright, so now today we're going to be taking a look at the Bugout trauma shears. Now the reason that trauma shears are so important is that you may encounter a wound so bad that you have to remove the clothes to get to the wound just to administer basic first aid. Now I'm not giving any medical advice here in any stretch of the imagination. However, that's what these shears are designed for. Now basically these trauma shears are always going to have like the same type of layout. You've got your handle, you have your angled head, and if you notice, you do have like a tip here, right? That's like offset on the side there. Now you're going to get these a lot of your like emergency kits, whether it's an ammo can kit, whether it's a ReadyWise Bugout bag. You're going to get these little scissors with a lot of those kits, but most of those are not worth a damn. Okay, now these are designed again initially these are designed to remove clothes so that you can get to a wound without moving the patient, because sometimes you may not know what additional wounds have on a patient and you don't want to just be moving them around, but you may want to stop some bleeding, right? Because you want to stop the bleeding, but if they have an additional wound and you're not a medical trained physician, you don't want to be moving the body around, right? I mean, that's not medical advice, that's just smart common sense there. So now one thing to know about these, if these shears are worth their weight in gold, they're going to cut through a penny. So we're going to see if these Bugout shears will cut through this penny, for starters. Okay, now they may cut through, but will they still be functional afterwards? So now, I'm not going to complete it, but as you can see, it clearly cut through that penny. So these shears are pretty good, right? So as you see, cut through the penny just like it should. However, will it do what it's supposed to do after going through the penny? Well, let's find out. All right, I got a pair of pants here that are just, they've got so many holes in them that they're just not good anymore, right? So let's say that you have to say that there's a leg wound, right? And you have to get through it, right? So what you'll do is you want to carefully get underneath the patient, right? You don't want to move them. You want to pull the leg up, and then what you do is you cut through your clothes. That way you can access the wound, and then you can administer, then you can stop the flow of blood. So, and that's why, it's a trauma kit will have a bandage in it, and because if it's bad enough that you have to use one of these trauma shears, hence the name trauma, you're going to have a bandage or something to stop that bleeding. Now, these are great scissors just anyway. I mean, they'll cut through almost anything. I mean, you saw they cut through the penny, they cut through the clothes with no problem. You can use these for a lot of things. Again, they are designed to be in a trauma kit, not just a first aid kit, but a trauma kit. I mean, you can use these to cut medical tape, no problem. But the big thing to remember though is, and this would be the only type of medical advice that I will give, is to get medical training. Sign up for basic classes so that you know basic first aid. I mean, these scissors are great, but if you don't know what you're doing, you don't want to be, I would not recommend trying to perform any type of first aid on anybody unless you know what you're doing. That's the big thing. You have to know what you're doing. If you are in a life or death situation and you have to stop the bleeding, then hey, do what you got to do. But it's talking about medical stuff is always, very crazy on YouTube. And again, I'm not giving any type of medical information or medical, recommendation or anything. I'm not a doctor. I am CLS qualified. but I'm not giving any medical advice. I'm not doing it. The only medical advice that I will give is to get training so that you can, use your tools properly and not cause, damage to a person. So, but these trauma bug out trauma shears, they're pretty good stuff. I mean, they work good. I think that the price was, you got two of them for $12.99, and so I mean $6.50 each. I think is, I think $6.50 for each of these is good anyway. I don't know what that was, but I think $6.50 a piece is good for these anyway. But when you get them in the box like that, you pay less for them anyway. So now they were an advanced item. I don't know about an advanced item per se, or a pro item. Advanced, yeah, pro, basic, pro, elite. But even with that, you're getting them for less than that. So, but hey, that's it. Those are the bug out trauma shears. I think they're a pretty good item. I think that they're priced fairly because you get two of them for $12.99. I think that they're fairly priced at that. So, but other than that, hey, if this is your first time on the channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Leave me a comment. Go ahead and hit that subscribe, please. I get a lot of views. Please subscribe. It really helps the channel. It pushes out to more people. And until next time, keep prepping.